Hello, Susan here, cooking low carb, keto friendly. My challenge was creating a fun 4th of July dessert that fit my diet, as low as 0 carbs as possible. This recipe contains egg whites, Splenda, and heavy cream, plus a little fruit, which isn't strictly carb-free. We low carbers keep our fruit intake to a minimum. But if we eat fruit, berries are our best bet. I learned about pavlova when I lived in Australia. It's a national favorite over there. But I added a Mexican touch to these since we are planning to move there soon. So here's the recipe for the meringue. To this, of course, you'll add whipped cream and berries. And the flags, of course. This recipe will also show at the end of the video. So, here goes nothing. My first tray of the bottoms of the Pavlovas, just beautifully browned. And I'll show you how to make these in a minute, but see, they're kind of like little bowls because the whipped cream is going to just like be a dollop of whipped cream in there. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've been working also on the strawberries, and although this is an Australian dessert that I learned to make in Australia, since we're going to be moving to Mexico soon, I made them with little American and Mexican flags in them. Those are going to go right on the very top with some blueberries, and so they'll be red, white, and blue and have the flags on them. So this is going to be a lot of fun. First thing you have to really think about is using a metal bowl is a really good idea. They get cleaner. You can don't use plastic. It's not going to work in plastic. You can use glass. Just make sure it is totally clean, squeaky clean, not a trace of grease anywhere. Also on your beaters, wash them in hot water and soap. Make sure they're totally clean. Then you separate 6 eggs at room temperature. Remember that you cannot even get a drop of yolk in the white. You have to be extremely careful, and that one broke, and so I am dumping it in immediately. No yolk got in there. If you get 1 drop of yolk, you're dead. So you get to separate them. Come on, drop off white. Let's go. Good grief. So I've just got my yellow, did not break, so we're fine. And I need 1 more egg. I already had a few in there. Yeah, I'm always afraid that like the last one I'm gonna get some yolk in there or something. So I am breaking it. Then I pour it into the other one. Usually the white comes off quite easily. And I have a big bowl of yolks. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with. Find something, make a cake or something out of them. Okay, paper towels. Get my hands. I have a bowl of yolks, a very clean bowl of yolks, and I'm going to beat them. People used to make these without electric mixers, and kudos, my hat goes off to them. The recipe I was using called for a cup of sugar, but I thought those were a little sweet. And I use Swerve, by the way. Swerve is very low on the glycemic index. If you have diabetes, if you're in keto diet, Swerve is a great substitute for sugar. Actually, it has like 0 calories, 0 fat, 0 sodium, 4 grams of carbs in a teaspoon. So it is not totally carb free, but about as close as you're going to get. you can't just eat these like they're going out of style. You do have to pace yourself on them. I'm putting just a tiny splash, actually, of Nellie and Joe's lime juice. You can use lemon juice if you like. And just a splash of vanilla. Don't put too much vanilla in it because it will color it just a little, and we want this as white as we can get it. People used to do this by hand. I can't do that. So now it's really stiff, it has everything in it, and we're ready to put it on the pan. The pan has parchment paper on it, so it won't stick. As you can see over here, these are still on the parchment paper. I'm going to have to let them get very dry and then slowly peel them off. So I use 2 utensils to do this, a giant spoon and a tablespoon or a soup spoon, and just scoop out here, let me get it where you can see it. I'm doing them 3 across. I sometimes go back and put some more. And just right now, I'm just making a pile out of them. I'll make the little bowl out of them after I get them all a little bit on here. By the way, oops, I turned it off at the end of the last one. This should be on bake 250 and have your oven warmed up. So you turn it off at the end and let them sit in there, and that's why I had it turned off. It's still should be fairly hot, so it shouldn't take it long to warm up. So I am making little piles, little mounds of meringue, which is essentially what this is. It's just meringue. So, like you put on a lemon pie, or chocolate pie. I remember the first time in home economics that I made meringue. I think it was for a lemon pie or something. It was a total disaster. I don't know what I did wrong. It's not that hard to make these days. Put it in the oven, and it all turned to watery stuff, and it was just swimming in it. It did not work at all. But I think I'm pretty good at meringue these days. That was when I was in junior high. I'm going to take some off of some of these and make another one over here. Get 15 on here. So then I end up with 30 of these. I don't know how many people are going to be at the party tonight, but probably everybody won't want one, we hope. I guess it's better to leave them wanting than to have a bunch left over to bring home. Okay, now that I've got those on there, I'm going to kind of make a little hole in them. Sometimes I have to go around twice. But I'm making them into little bowls with this spoon. And then what's going to happen is we're going to whip some cream. This is not low fat. It is fairly low calorie, fairly low carb. Not low fat because it's got whipped cream in it. And real whipped cream. No fake stuff. No full of chemicals and all kinds of stuff instead of real food. But I'm going to make a little hole in these, and that's where we're going to put a dab of whipped cream. at the end. The secret is going to be getting those off without breaking them. Okay, so all of these have a little hole. Now they're little bowls. And I'm going to put them in the oven. And they actually have to be in the oven for an hour and 15 minutes at 225. And they come out golden brown. Oh, like these. And then I'll put the whipped cream and strawberries and blueberries on them. Now I'm going to put this whole thing together and we're going to see what it looks like. I have made some whipped cream, which is a lot easier to make than the meringue, and with just some whipping cream. And so what I'm going to do to each one of them is, I have them all set out here. Unfortunately, some of them kind of broke. They're going to have to be, these would be better, I think, served in little individual paper paper saucers, but I don't have those, so they're going to have to just be taken off very carefully. I'm going to put a strawberry down in the middle. Oh, well, before I put the strawberry in, I made a little puree. Oh, I was going to put around. This puree is strawberries and actually a little apricots because I had some apricots I've been working up, so I just put a little bit of that. Put some blueberries around them. And got 4 blueberries to each one. And then I have a mint leaf out of my garden to stick in each one. And okay, that's it. That's what I'm going to do. I'll do one more for you here. Won't make you sit here and watch me do them all. I'll do another one over here in that little kind of bowl I made. I have these sitting in this tray on parchment paper, so I've already taken them off with parchment paper once, and some of them broke. Okay, this one I'm going to drizzle first. Just going to drizzle a little bit, and then I made all these strawberries with the Mexican and American flags. And stick 4 blueberries in there for my red, white, and blue. They say that these will last well up to 4 hours, and about an hour we're supposed to be at the party, so hopefully they'll all be gone by the time they start falling apart or disintegrating or whatever they do. But here, this is what they look like, and so hopefully they will be appreciated.